Hi everyone, this is CricketSong with Lunar Wisdom, and you're watching another episode of Practical Witchcraft. In this episode, we're going to be casting a spell for safe travel. So let's head on over to the altar and get casting. Okay, so we're at the altar, and this spell is for safe travel. So this is the idea of if we're going on a trip and we want something to ensure our safety and protect us as we travel from one place to another. For example, when my family and I moved from Massachusetts to Washington State, we could have done this. We could have made this. We're going to do a charm pouch or a hex pouch or a witch's purse, however you refer to them. And you can hang it in your car as you travel safely. So first thing we're going to do is move my feathers so they're not in the way. And we're going to light the candles. Okay. So I light the red candle, and for me the red candle symbolizes the primordial feminine or the blood. The black candle, which represents the primordial masculine or the flesh, and the white candle that symbolizes spirit, the primordial spirits or the bone. This is just a demonstration. If this weren't a demonstration and I was actually casting this spell, I would have come to the altar in an altered state of consciousness, in that frame of mind where I do my magical workings, and I would evoke each of these spiritual entities or the energies into my space. But because this is a demonstration, I am not going to be doing that. I encourage you to use whichever spiritual entities or energies that you work with. If you work with a matron and patron, or two patrons or two matrons, or the goddess and the god, whatever you work with in a spiritual sense, you evoke those energies. Whoever you're working with, whether it's the elements, maybe you work with the elements, you evoke the elements into your space, and that's what these candles represent. Okay, once that's done, I'm going to start a charcoal disc because I'm going to burn incense as I do my spells, because, as I've said many times, incense plays a large role in my craft. Perhaps it doesn't for you, and if it doesn't, that's quite all right. But for me, incense plays a large role in my magic. So I'm going to light the charcoal disc because I use a loose incense. And I am going to put it in the cauldron. Okay. So while that is catching, let me share with you the incense I've prepared for this particular spell. Now, if you're curious as to how I choose the herbs that I put in the incense, go back to the first episode because I walk you through the whole process. But for the purpose of this demonstration, I am not going to craft it. I've already crafted it, and this is what we have in here. So this incense is lavender, mullein, rosemary, and vervain. That's the incense we're going to be using. I would craft this pouch, cast this spell on a full moon on a Wednesday. That's the date or the moon phase that I would do for this particular spell. Okay, that looks like it's going. Yep, we got some smoke. So I put the incense on and I have it smoking. So like I said, we're going to do a charm bag or a witch's purse, however you refer to it. And I'm going to use a black one. because black represents protection for me. I found this really cute one. It has little beads because I'm going to hang this from the mirror in the front of the car, and I want it to look pretty. You could use just a plain black one. You could, and if you don't have a color one and all you have is a cotton one like this, you could do that as well. A little cotton tea bag. But I'm going to use this one, and I'm also going to put this charm on the outside of it. I'm going to tie this charm into it because I like the pentacle. I might have to, I don't know if this is going to fit through. I may have to untie one of these or put it on the front later. Hot glue it or something, or even put a thread. Actually, I can probably untie one of these and put it on. Yep, perfect. I'm going to put this through. That is perfect. And I'm going to knot this back together. I'm going to knot that back together. I'm not going to do it on camera. It's going to take a few minutes. But, okay, so what am I going to put in this pouch? So I'm going to put some herbs in this pouch. I am actually going to put some of the incense mix, but I'm also going to add a couple of more items. I'm going to add some bay leaf and some star anise. So I am going to take 3 star anise. Actually, that one, I'm going to pick the nicest ones that look like a star. If I can. Actually, this one looks better. 3 star anise and some bay leaf. I'll take 3 bay leaf as well. 1, 2, 3. Now, what you could do is you could do a bay leaf for each of the people that would be traveling with you and write their names on the bay leaf. I'm not. I'm just going to, because I'm going to use this for overall protection in the car. So anybody that is driving in the car will be protected. So I am going to add that as well as some of this incense to this pouch. So I'm going to put the bay leaves in first. I don't think that lit very well. Let me get that going. Sometimes these charcoal discs don't light very well. All right, we're going to have to try to get it going. I'm going to leave that out like that to see if we can get it going. And in the meantime, I'm going to put the star anise in my pouch. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to use So this is, I'm going to move this so that if it drops right into the cauldron. And I'm going to put as much or as little as I want into the pouch. So I'm going to throw some in there to get it going. I can feel heat coming from it. I'll put the rest of this in the pouch. And then I'm going to tie it. And like I said, I'm going to string this charm in it as well, because I want that charm on it. So I'm just going to tie it in. I'm going to knot it so it doesn't come undone. And then I have the other string here as well. So I'm going to tie it really good so then I can just hang it from my mirror. So I want to make sure that this is going. It's not, still not going. So we're going to try to light it again. Oh, it's warm. I can feel that it's warm. And then I'm going to put my pentacle on top. I'm going to put the charm bag here because now I have the spell, the incantation to say. So I'm going to say, with these herbs I craft this charm to keep us safe and from all harm. As we drive from here to there, a strong defense is everywhere. Our new home is where we're bound. We shall arrive there safe and sound. We're secure, our car runs well, protected in our mobile shell. As a witch, my voice is heard, so this spell is sealed by my word. So mote it be. So what I'm going to do, I want to make sure it's not, now it's really going. I am going to hold this in my hand and I'm going to chant protect. Start out slow. I'm going to raise energy and I'm going to send the energy through my palms, you know, from my solar plexus, through my arms, to my palms and into the bag. So I start low and slow, protect, 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 and I build up. Protect, 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 until I feel it's reached just before the peak and I send the energy to my charm bag. Protect, seal the spell. I am going to leave this on my pentacle until I feel that it is infused. I ask my spiritual allies, my beloved dead, my familiars, the ancestors, the mighty ones, to infuse this with protection. And when it is done, I will hang it from the mirror, the rear view mirror in the car. When I feel that the spell is complete, I thank my spiritual court, make sure their offerings are fresh and acceptable, and I will extinguish the candle. And that's how I do a witch's purse or a charm bag or a hex bag for safe travel. Until next time, I love you. Blessed be.